Told girl long as the ass fat, they now mind her with a little gut. I'm out here, and I move things, prices, like mood swings, up and down, and I don't fuck around. Y'all taking shorts, that's why you niggas get fucked around. Old bitches wish they stuck around. Wanna be wife still, when they see me it's like my watch face. I got grilled.
Hey, let's go. Let's see how it is, bro.
$1 million smile, kill that pussy, let her write the will. Ride for real, no bike life, but I stunt hard. With me and they packing metal like the junkyard. So ask them niggas who I be.
Let's see how it is. You good?
I connected to the Wi-Fi.
Oh, okay.
I
You good,
connected
man.
to the Wi-Fi,
Good.
Trav. It sounds a lot better, man.
There you go, man. This is legendary right here.
Legendary. What's
You
the
feel
word,
me?
brother?
Nothing much, man. I'm proud of you, man.
Thank you, man. Appreciate it. I'm proud of you too, bro. Extremely proud.
I
Extremely
appreciate
proud,
that.
man.
I definitely
Absolutely.
appreciate that. How you doing? How's everything during the quarantine?
I
What's
mean,
going on?
I'm doing pretty well, man. Like I'm healthy, like, taking care of my business, taking care of my son, and just trying to get through as best as I possibly can with everything that's going on. Like it's madness right now, Trav. Like I've never seen nothing like this before in my life, bro. It's crazy. But
It is crazy.
I'm maintaining, staying positive, trying to stay healthy, and just do everything that we can possibly do to get through this particular time, to get back to some type of normal, which we know it's never going to be normal. It's just going to be a new normal. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely. But everybody's good though.
Everybody's good. Everybody's great, man. Can't
That's
complain
all
at
that
all.
matters. That's all that
Facts.
matters.
Mm-hmm.
Ma Dukes is in here. She said, "What's up?"
Oh, tell Mom Dukes I said, hey, what's up? What's going on?
She in the building.
I ain't seen her forever. For real,
She on
man.
the phone over here. That's why.
Oh, okay.
Say what's up, Mommy. Say what's up.
Hey, how you doing?
How you doing, Velda? How's everything?
Everything is good, son. What's good with you? How's the family?
Everybody's good. Everybody's good. Cannot complain at all. Absolutely good.
Oh,
Good. Good to hear from you. Good
good.
to hear from you.
Yeah.
Good to hear from
Look
you,
at that
man.
big smile.
Oh, she's still on the live. Get out of here. All right, we done. Y'all gonna have to do y'all own live.
Right. Right.
Yeah.
What's
But
poppin',
that's
man?
what's up, man. Hey, we, the fan, we always gonna support, man. I always saw you as a big brother from day one. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely, Trav.
So
Absolutely.
that's nothing. It's always
Right.
love.
Facts.
Definitely. Well, you bigger than Andre now. You know what I'm saying? Now you Dre Rob.
Ah.
You the biggest. You one of the biggest artists in the bean. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's what they say. So I hear, man.
Hey, you know what I'm
So
saying? I seen it from the ground up, so that's why it's even more special.
Facts.
Definitely.
I embrace it, man. I embrace it. Definitely. They call me OG now, so I don't know, bro.
It's all good. It's all good. Hey, it comes with the territory,
Right.
Yeah,
Facts,
it definitely
man.
does, man. But
Facts.
let everybody know. Obviously, you had the Jamaican ties. You came over.
Yeah, man. I was born in Jamaica. Trav know the whole story.
I know the whole story, but
Trav know the whole story.
Hey.
I was born in Jamaica, migrated to New York, and after my father got killed in New York, then my mom's decided to move to Boston. And when I moved to Boston, it's where it kind of all started. I literally live directly across the street from Trav, for y'all that don't know. So
Yeah,
now
man,
y'all do know.
Right here. This is legendary.
Facts.
Yeah. But how was the upbringing? Obviously, you know what I'm saying, Jones Ave. That's where everything started.
That's where everything started at. Jacob Street and Jones Ave, man. Trav,
Yeah.
I'm glad your mom's kind of sheltered you from everything else that was going on.
She did.
In the neighborhood, Dorchester, it was ugly, but I was out there, and fortunately I made it out unscathed, and I kind of like put things in order and just got myself together, and I'm here. I wouldn't trade my childhood for anything, my upbringing, my growing up in Boston and Dorchester. I just wish I would have learned certain things at an earlier age to kind of take advantage moving forward in life. You know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely. What do you feel like you could have changed differently?
I mean, a few things, like being like financially literate, how to balance a checkbook, credit, those type of things that they
Yeah.
literally don't teach us. And you know, a lot of black families, they don't teach their kids those things either, because you know, they're still kind of learning on the way. So things like that, I wish I would have been able to learn, you know, at an earlier age, to kind of put myself in a better position moving forward in life.
Definitely. How were some of the sports that you played growing up? Talk about those for people that don't know. Obviously, I know you had a nice little jump shot back then.
Right.
You know
Yeah, it was okay, Trav. It wasn't that good. It was okay. It was okay. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Of course, basketball was really the only sport I played. Never played organized. I tried once. I sucked at it, but you know, on Jacob Street at Mike's yard, he had the hoop, and it was extremely competitive.
Yes.
So we used to be down there every day. I got lifetime scars from that yard, but you know, it is what it is, man. I love basketball, man. That's my number one.
Over there.
Hackers, Hack City over there.
Definitely. Yeah, definitely. But I mean, obviously for me, I was always hooping. So
facts. That was your thing, Trav. You used to always have a ball. If you wasn't on your bike, you had a ball, bro.
That's true. Facts. I ain't mad at you. You know what I'm saying? Because you speak. Hey, we know what the upbringing's like. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And you definitely were a part of that. You and your family were a huge part of my success too. You know what I'm saying? Because y'all showed me the ropes as far as being able to hang out, the cookouts. Y'all cookouts were legendary.
It puts you in different environments, so you can move in a lot of different environments and still be you. And not, you know what I'm saying? You know how to talk to different people in different environments. That's kind of what the cookouts was legendary, bro. Like
the cookouts were legendary, man.
We shut down,
Y'all shut down the block.
The whole block gets shut down. And it was
Jacob
definitely
Street
legendary.
Jacob Street all the way to Woodrow. You know what I'm saying?
All the way. Balu, Jacob, Jones, Woodrow, everything is shut down. Facts.
Y'all definitely shut it down. Y'all definitely did. What were some of your favorite sneakers, you know, coming up that you really liked, and what was something that, you know, caught your eye?
Well, crazy thing is, when I was younger, I wasn't really into sneakers. You know, my peeps always kept me clean, but I really started getting into always clean. I really started getting into sneakers when I really got really into the music, and I got a pair of I was signed and I was doing a photo shoot. And I got a pair of Bathing Apes. They were like,
nice.
I don't even, these Bapes. I'm like, what the hell are Bapes? And it's like, you know.
That's what was in.
That was in. So I got some Bapes, and like from there, it was off to the races. I got into, started getting into the J's, and I kind of strayed away from the J's a little bit. The J's I really like that I buy is the ones and the 11s. Those are my go-to J's. I love them. I used to be a fiend for the 4s, but the ones and the 11s. And now I'm on the Yeezy wave, man. I love the Yeezys, bro. The 350s, the 700s. I just copped a pair of 380s for the first time, but I'm on the Yeezy waves. Very comfortable, bro. Very comfortable. And ironically, they're Adidas.
That's the crazy part.
Growing up in Boston.
Yeah,
it's three for the stripes.
Three stripes.
You know what I'm saying? And it's like, I wasn't huge on Adidas growing up. I used to get my little shell toes and you know, top 10s or whatever the case may be. But it's like everybody call them Yeezys, and at the end of the day, they're Adidas, but they just Yeezy designed them. You know what I'm saying?
It's just dope how he was able to separate himself. You know
right.
what I'm saying? Like, when you get the chance, when you're at that point where you have a shoe and there's no 3-stripe on it, that's dope.
Facts. That line, Yeezy jumped over the jump man. Oh my God. Like, I'm like, woo.
It's getting there.
Yeah.
it's going to take a couple more years, but he's getting there.
Facts. Yeah, man. But those are kind of my go-tos. Always, I'm an Air Max 95. I love a clean pair of white Air Force Ones, low tops, high top, doesn't matter. I rock them 2-3 times. Give them away, send them to Jamaica, whatever the case may be. You know what I'm saying? But those are kind of, and I'm Pumas too, Trav.
Y'all have always been Pumas though.
Pumas. I wasn't. I'm like really into Pumas now. Like I rocks with them. I was
about to say, with them all white parties, I seen some Pumas out there.
Oh yeah. But now I kind of like can appreciate them now. You know,
I
because
got you.
back then you're younger, moms are just buying you sneakers and oh, here goes some Pumas, da da da. Like, okay,
Yeah.
I'm gonna wear them. But now I can really, really like appreciate them, bro.
Definitely.
Facts.
I'm probably gonna already know this answer. You know what I'm saying? As far as your favorite teams, I know you rep Boston heavy, so I'm assuming all your teams are my teams.
Celtics, Patriots, Red Sox. Outside of that,
Okay.
Golden State Warriors. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. Of
Okay.
late, I'm, you know, like, but you already know all Boston
Got you.
teams, bro.
Why
Facts.
Golden State? Why Golden State?
Because I like good basketball. At the
Okay.
end of the day, and they play great basketball. They play great team ball. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And like I was a fan of seeing them build it from scratch and winning those championships, man. It was dope. And they got that. And they got that Steve Kerr coaching them with that. He got that bull mentality from
That's
them
true.
Jordan days. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
that pedigree kind of just crept over into that and led
Yeah.
into that, and boom. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah. Nah, that's true.
what it
That's
is.
true. I ain't mad at
Facts.
you. What you thinking about this year's Celtics though? You think Tatum's the future?
Oh, absolutely.
He's a
Absolutely.
problem.
That kid is a monster.
He's
Yeah,
a monster.
if the league didn't go into if this COVID didn't happen,
Yeah.
that boy was on the verge of
He was
exploding.
coming.
He was putting up like 40, 35,
Yeah.
45,
He was coming.
32. Like he was dropping and the players and the
Yeah.
teams he was doing it against
Yeah.
was what was impressive
That's
for
true.
me.
No, that's true. Because he's been doing this for years now, even when he got in the league, when he dunked
Facts.
on Ron, he dunked on PG.
We seen it, but it's like, okay, his rookie year, you see flashes. The
Yeah.
sophomore year was like, okay, what's going on? But
Yep.
his third year now,
Yeah, he gone.
all-star, next level is he's a superstar, man. He's a
I
superstar.
totally agree with you on that.
He's gonna be the franchise. Don't get me wrong. I'm a JB fan too.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I think
Yeah.
those two are kind of the cornerstones. I
They are.
don't want them to trade any of
Can't
those
move 'em.
guys. You know,
Can't
don't move those guys. And even the rookies they drafted this year, when they was drafting, I was like, the hell is this dude? Like,
Yeah.
who's this dude? But
They look good this year.
Langford was like injury prone, and he never touched the floor. But when he actually got to play, I'm like,
Yeah.
okay.
Definitely.
You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
the Edwards kid,
Edward was
Williams,
nice. Yep.
yeah, the Celtics
I
is
want to see
working
how they
with
try
something,
to
man.
utilize Taco Fall as well.
They gotta keep developing Taco, because
Yeah.
Taco's gonna be he's something that other teams don't have. You can't teach height, bro. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Definitely.
He's a natural rim protector, and dude can literally dunk the ball standing up. You gotta
keep him.
You got to keep that. He's an asset. He's an asset.
Definitely.
He's a little bit further down the road, but with some development, he'll be all right.
I'm not mad at that. I think the Celtics they overload on guards, but then they got to get that three. They got to get the 3-and-D guys in there. You know, more Jaylen Brown type of guys. And they definitely need to build and try to find a center. That's the main thing they're missing. That's it.
You know, they're missing that, like you said, the center. And I believe that they overload on guards as well. I'm like, why are they drafting more guards? You don't need more guards, man. You know,
Definitely.
but you know, they get paid to do what we don't. So you know what I'm saying?
I ain't mad at Danny. He
right.
It's what it is.
Right.
Yeah. Warbuck said Hayward's stealing money. It is
man.
what it is.
Hayward, don't knock Hayward, man. He's been coming back into form lately. You know what I'm saying? After that injury, it takes a little time to get back.
It takes some time.
But I've been seeing flashes, and he's been pretty consistent.
Definitely, man. If I wasn't out in OKC covering the Thunder, I definitely would want to cover the Celtics, because I love what they got going right now. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
JT and JB, they got it going. I always like Marcus Smart. Love his game. He's nitty gritty.
He's the heart of the team, man. He's a dog.
Definitely. And I like Brad Stevens as the coach. I was there. My last season in Boston was his first year in Boston. So
okay.
So I definitely I was there for him when he got there and everything. But you know, just coming to OKC was the smart thing to do, man. I love the Celtics to death, but for family, I had to make that move. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you got to make the smart move for you, man. Period.
Definitely.
Point blank.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I'm not mad. I developed friendships with KD, Russ. You know, D Mello, those guys and stuff like that. Like, they can't take that away from me. But at the end of the day, you know, home is always where the heart's at. You feel me?
That's a fact. That's a fact.
What I'm saying? So it is what it is. But speaking of home is where the heart is. Just talk about, you know, family, how much they mean to you, how much they support you, that support system, and also talk about fatherhood.
Like you know families, but you used to see my house, Trav. I
Yeah,
used to
yeah, yeah.
come
I
home.
used to be over there heavy.
Yeah, and I used to come home stepping over car seats all the
Yep,
time. You know what I'm
yep,
saying? So
yeah,
I have a big family. Family means a lot to me, man. And losing my father at an early age, kind of like, you know, not having my father growing up.
yeah,
When I have my son, it's like I want to be there for him and give him everything I didn't receive
yeah,
growing up, you know, as a father to him.
yeah.
So, you know, and I'm learning as I go along, raising him as well. You know
Definitely.
what I'm saying? So it's every day is a learning process for me in fatherhood, because no one taught me how to be a father, because
Yeah.
I didn't have that, and I didn't see it firsthand. So every day is a learning process for me.
Definitely, definitely. And you're doing a great job. You know what I'm
Thank
saying?
you, man. Appreciate it,
Not for real,
bro.
for real. Like at the end of the day, like I looked up to you. You was somebody I looked up to, you know what I'm saying, growing up. So
Thank you,
just being
man.
able to see where you're at now, and even Eric, I talked to Eric the other day for the
Right,
first
right,
time in
right.
like 10 years. You feel
That's
me?
crazy. I
And
saw
then
him not too long ago.
you
Yep.
did. So
Yep.
it's like, you know, just being able to try to like catch up with you guys and be able to just let y'all know how much of an impact y'all had on my life growing up. You know, being in
Facts.
Dorchester, people think it's so, you know, they think it's so nitty gritty all the time, but like y'all are some male, you know, male role models that I had growing up that I really appreciated. So I always want
Facts.
to be able to shed light on that and be able to give back, regardless whether it's, you know, just giving y'all some praise or just letting y'all know like y'all out here doing the right thing, man, for real.
Appreciate that, Trav, man. We're trying to the best of our abilities with what we was dealt, man.
I
Facts,
feel
man.
you. Hey,
Appreciate that, bro.
I ain't mad.
Appreciate
Y'all
that.
didn't steer me the wrong way, so
No,
y'all good.
absolutely not. Absolutely not.
Y'all definitely didn't. Definitely. When was the first year you got into music? Because it came out the cut for me. Because when it happened, I was just like, hold up, wait a minute, Dre. You know what I'm saying? So
I couldn't even remember I can't remember the first year, Trav, but it's like I got into it a couple of years after I graduated high school. I didn't go to college,
mm,
and I started doing the music thing, writing and
yeah,
doing that stuff. I was in a group, and that didn't pan out too well. I signed a independent deal with that group, with this
yeah,
company, independent company in Boston, and you know, we were traveling back and forth to New York.
yeah.
The guy I signed with, he had a good relationship with DJ Clark Kent, so we used to go to Clark's house. We
Got
used
you.
to, like, you know, listen to beats,
Yeah,
rap, XYZ, write, try to record with Clark. But he was like, yo, they ain't got it, man. Like, you need to sign a New York artist.
yeah,
Them Boston dudes ain't got it, man. You know what I'm saying?
yeah. I
So
got you.
what that did for me, it was just it fueled my fire to write more, to just kind of like dig into my craft and become better.
Definitely.
And that's I took that. I didn't take it as, damn, I'm not good enough. I took it as, I'm gonna take that and I'm gonna become good enough. And that's
Definitely.
what I did with that experience. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I got you. Definitely, definitely. Because like I said, it came out the cut because I forgot where I was at, you know, and somebody was like, "Yeah, Dre Robinson about to do a show and stuff," and I was just like, "Dre Robinson." I was like, I said, "Wait a minute." I said, "Is that Andre?" So then I put two and two together, and
Right.
I was like, "Man," I said, "That's what's up." And then you kind of, honestly, I would say you're probably one of the people that really made me feel confident to even start doing some music. I still got our
Dope.
track too. I still got it on deck.
Dope. That's dope.
I still got our track on deck.
Yeah, you gotta send me that, Trav. You gotta
I'm gonna
send me
send it to you.
that.
I'm gonna send it
Send
to
it
you.
to
I
me.
still got it on
Facts.
deck.
Facts.
I'm
Send
just
it to
waiting
me.
for you to. I'm just waiting for you to hit that. You know, hit that big time. Hit
So
that
you
real
can
big
drop
time,
it.
so I can hit that
So
Drake
you can
feature real
drop
quick.
it.
That's all I'm waiting for.
Right.
I'm holding. I'm
Right.
holding the. I'm holding the feature hostage.
Hold on to that. That's like stock, man. You gotta hold
Yeah,
on to that.
definitely, definitely.
Facts.
When was the first time you heard your song on the radio?
The
And which
first
song was it?
time
Was it Get Right?
That was the first time I heard my song on the radio, was Get Right. I don't recall where I was at, but I know I was in a car somewhere, and I heard my song on the radio, and it's like, before I even heard my song on the radio, I went up to the radio station and I rapped live on the
Yep.
radio. But I'm there, so I can't. Everybody else is hearing it. I'm not hearing
Yeah.
it. But then I heard like my record for the first time on the radio, driving in the car. It was like, it was surreal. Like,
Yeah.
It's like you work hard for something, you put in all the work, and it's like, boom, you're actually hearing yourself on the radio. And it's like, I'm like, that actually sounds pretty damn good. You
Yeah,
know what
yeah.
I'm
That's
saying?
monumental. That's monumental.
So yeah, it was Get Right, and the original version, and then I was able to get a feature from Mobb Deep.
Yep, on the remix.
And then that took it from just getting plays like locally to getting plays. We put the BDS on it, and it was getting spun across the country. I was getting like almost 700 spins a week across the country on that record.
Wow.
Yeah, on national radio. Yep.
That's crazy right there. You've dropped so many projects, you know what I'm saying? And I've been supporting, you know, my favorite tape right now, if I'm going to just put them in order, I feel like number one for me is Blow. Because I felt like that was the one that really took you from, okay, I'm Boston's guy, but now I'm up here now. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Like, and that was the one for me. Because I felt like I heard the growth in the bars. And it was like,
Facts.
I'm not worried. I'm still Jacob fam. But I'm still out here getting this money, Miami, wherever.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
It's like you
was putting on for all of us.
You can't stay local. You gotta. The goal is not to stay local. You were locally groomed. Now you want to take it elsewhere.
Exactly.
So for me, my top projects.
Give me your top
in
three.
Order, I would go. My first project as a solo artist is Starving. My first mixtape solo. Because Starvin kind of introduced me as a solo artist, and it created an opportunity for me to sign an independent deal with Mass Appeal.
Yeah.
And my second favorite project is the Blow project, because that took me G Spin from 94.5 was my A&R at the time.
Okay.
And him and DJ Khaled had a relationship, and Khaled reached out to him because he was hearing the buzz, hearing the music, and he's like, yo, he reached out to G like, yo, there's this kid in Boston named Dre Robinson. You know who he is? G's like, yeah, Dre's my artist. I A&R for him.
That's dope.
Khaled was like, well, let me host a mix CD so Miami can get familiar with him.
That's dope.
And G hit me, and I was like, what?
Let's do it
now. He was like, yeah, I got it done in 2 weeks, Trav.
Wow.
I put that joint together in 2 weeks.
Wow.
Shot it to Khaled. Khaled did his thing, put it out. My third favorite project is The Masses Jewel, hosted by DJ K Slay.
That was tough.
Because me and K Slay's artist Papoose did a record together. Yep. And G Spin was a part of the Street Sweepers, their whole DJ camp with K Slay and a bunch of other national DJs. Yeah. And you know, they did their networking, and G Spin was able to put it together to where K Slay hosted my mixtape Masters Jewel. Yep. And I put a camp together, Jacob Family.
Yes, sir.
And I was able to kind of put them on a platform on that mixtape, so
that was dope.
Everybody can get familiar with them as well. So those are my top three projects out of a lot of projects, man.
Definitely. Facts. I mean, you've dropped so much heat. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you, man.
Shout out to Av in here too.
Avenue.
Yes, sir.
Avenue. What's the word?
Yes, sir. Shout out to Av. You dropped so much heat. You know what I'm saying, throughout the years and stuff. Obviously, it's so much that those are your babies. You know what I'm saying?
Those are my babies. But there's so many other projects and stuff like that, man. But those three stand out for me pretty much.
Definitely. And I ain't even mad. Starving, of course, was definitely dope. I thought all of them was actually.
Yeah, all three. It's like I was like, damn, do I pick between Starving 3? Do I pick 3.5? Yeah. Do I? Like it's so many of them. The project DJ Radio hosted, Heart of the Streets, like. It's a bunch of them, man. So,
Definitely. Yeah, I ain't mad at you. What's your studio process? Obviously, you say you slap that out in 2 weeks. What's your process? Do you hear the beat? You go for the hook first, or you going straight just writing the bars? Like, what's your process like for those that want to know?
It can vary. I can hear a beat and I can just start writing, or I can hear a beat and then the hook comes. So once I start writing, if I'm writing the verse before the hook, I could kind of like just listen to the verse and kind of see where the hook's gonna go from there. Okay. But the easier process is getting the hook first.
Yeah.
And then that just kind of gives you the blueprint and the skeleton of what you need to fill inside the body of the beat that you're writing to. And that's kind of my process. I like to write, I like to get the beat, and I like to leave with the beat, and I like to sit with the beat and just do my thing, live with it, write to it. But I could also write in the studio as well. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I could write in the studio on the spot as well. But me personally, I like the process of sitting with the beat, you know, having my little drink. I don't smoke no more, but I burn my little hookah.
Yeah.
So I'll just get in my little zone and my element, and I just kind of create from there. That's kind of my process.
Definitely. I mean, I've always wanted to know, because when I was heavy in it, you know, I didn't have the direction. It was more so like, okay, I know where the hook goes, but then I didn't know, you know, I didn't know the placement. You know what I'm saying? So I definitely want to know that. I don't know if everybody else wants to know, but that was more so for me. I was being greedy. But anyway,
it is what it is.
But yeah, it is what it is, man. Just talk about you know, the freestyles on the radio. Obviously, Jam Night 415 is a staple in our city.
Yeah.
Just talk about the freestyles on the radio and you know, how you just continue to drop that heat on them, man. I know I would have probably been nervous, but the way that you killed the launch pad multiple times, you know, just talk about how that experience is for you.
I mean, I was nervous every time I went to the launch pad, Trav. That's a fact.
Oh, really?
You know, every time.
Okay.
Every time, like, I got the butterflies in my stomach. Like, every time before I get on stage, like every time I'm like, yo, hold up, I gotta use the bathroom. I gotta go to the bathroom real quick, take a leak, come back, like kind of say a prayer, get my head together, then I'm focused. Yeah. But once I'm like, as soon as I hit the stage, a minute in, everything's gone. The butterflies, everything's completely gone, and it's like I'm in a zone, and that's kind of like that's like my thing, my stage. Same thing with going on the launch pad and on radio stations, man. Once I get the initial butterflies out and the first couple of bars come out and the beat catch me, I just go. And it's like I'm in the house. I'm literally like in the house rapping when I'm writing it. And I just but I know, like, you're not in the house, Dre. You're performing now. So it's more intensity. You gotta kind of like it's tunnel vision. You gotta be intense and just deliver it how it's supposed to be delivered. Professional, man. Facts.
Definitely. It's definitely professionalism, and at the same time, that's your craft. You feel me? So you gotta come with it, no matter what. You know, if you could be in front of Diddy, he said kick a freestyle right now. You gotta kick a freestyle.
You gotta kick a freestyle. You gotta kick a freestyle, man. Like I've seen it so many times. I'm in New York in the studio and dudes rap for hours, man. Like and that's the era I come from, where just it was about lyricism, the bars, and just going and going. I used to just write a composition, bro. Like there's no margins, there's no nothing. It's just composition until I just stop writing, and everything is just processed in my head. I don't get a pen, I don't get the paper. Like everything is just here. I haven't written nothing down, and I can't even remember how long, bro. Honestly. Facts.
Hey, when the bars are there, when you born with that talent, you feel me? It stays with you.
Facts.
You feel me? So it is what it is. What would you say has been your favorite collab that you've done with somebody else? Who's that one collab when it happened, you was like, yo, this is organic and genuine?
That's a good one, Trev. My favorite collab is the Get Right, because of obviously what it did with me with Mobb Deep. Clearly, you know what I'm saying? But there's a few organic collabs, man. I did a collab with Mass Pike Miles, Smoke Bolger. Like, there's so many artists from the city that I did. Like my brother Easy Money. Like, I would say that's like the most organic, because he's like one of my favorite artists. Not because he's from Boston, just period. He's just super talented, and he hit me up to come do a record, and he had basically the concept for the record, and it was called The Damage Is Done. It's basically like hip hop music, and she's a chick, and she's this chick we fell in love with, but now she's leaving us, and she's going to other places to find love, and we wasn't feeling that. So that was kind of the concept and the topic, and just putting that record together was a beautiful thing, bro. Word.
Nah, that's what's up. Who's some people that you would love to collab with? Now. Who's somebody
Now,
who's somebody you wanted to who's somebody you want to collab with and that you always want to collab with that hasn't happened, and who's somebody now you would collab with?
somebody I've always wanted to collab with, I would say was probably Fab. Like, cause
Fab, yeah.
that was
Yeah.
lame. You know what I'm saying? Now, it's a lot of people. Now, I'll give just a few. I would say Meek Mill, Lil
Yeah,
Baby,
that would be
Future.
tough.
You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Like, those are some collabs that I would love to happen. You know what I'm saying? And even from Boston, there's artists here that I would love to collab with. You got Cousin Stidge, you got Avenue. I've
Yeah.
never did anything with. Bia is doing her thing. She got the huge record with Russ. There's a few people, man. Dutch Rebel.
Mm-hmm.
There's a bunch of people. Millie, Stizzy Left Lane. Like, they'll definitely a lot of people that I haven't collabed with that I'm gonna collab with, man. Definitely.
Definitely. The city is more so it's united right now, obviously because of everything that's going on. But
Right.
I feel like this is bringing us all together to the point that once this is all over, I feel like a lot of the collabs are going to come out of nowhere that didn't happen before,
Right.
because a
Right.
lot of people are going to put their pride to the side and be like, you know what, let's just get together and get this money. So
Right.
I
Yeah.
think that's what's
Egos are
going to
good.
probably
A lot
happen.
of egos will be put to the side, like, because this is bringing a lot of things to the forefront, and people can address a lot of things that's within inside them. Just seeing this whole process of everything that's going on, and kind of put some things aside and just push forward and get these joints done for real.
Definitely positive vibes only. What's
Yes.
the next project that's coming out? What's the next project coming out? What we got to look forward to, and just talk about that for a second.
So my next project that's coming out right now is it's called Golden in My State. It's a 6-song EP, and
Okay.
that's it's been in the works for a little while now. But with everything happening, and the COVID and
Yeah.
the just real life, the protests, and it's not the time. You know what I'm saying, right now. So we're just waiting on the right time,
Got you.
because there's more important things going on right now. People are not really focused on releases of projects and stuff like that. Is a lot
Yeah.
of things going on in real life right now that we're focused on. But once the smoke clears and everything is settled, then we'll figure out when to put it out. But I do have my record. The first record off that is called Prime Time, and it's on all streaming platforms right now, so people can check for that. And I've been getting a lot of radio support here with that record as well.
Definitely. I'm a definitely try to do my part too. I'm gonna definitely see what I could do about it out here as well. Definitely. That's
Appreciate you,
that's a
Trev,
must.
man. Definitely, bro.
What
Appreciate
was I gonna
you.
say? Yeah, you already know. Definitely. How important is it to you to represent Boston in the music industry? And then also, do you feel like Boston artists, kind of get looked over as well, just because we're from Boston, we're not New York, and do you feel like the music scene gets looked over a lot?
I'm gonna start with, it's extremely important to represent Boston on the music scene, because that's home, that's where I'm from, and without Boston I wouldn't
Yeah,
be doing music, because that's what birthed the music in me. So it's extremely important. And as
definitely.
far as getting overlooked by the industry, I feel like it used to happen more than it is now, because you have a lot of
Okay.
artists that are upcoming, that are like stepping outside the box of Boston and going elsewhere, and
Yeah,
getting heard and getting put on and making noise, and getting signed and getting deals and doing their thing. And there's a lot of people from here that are not necessarily artists or musicians, that are still in the music scene, whether it be radio, blogs, an executive field, that stepped outside of Boston, and they're with these companies now, and they're shedding more light on the music scene in Boston. So it's kind of popping here right now. So it's
okay.
like, if you do the work and you do the work, you're gonna reap the benefits of the work once you do the work. So I don't think that should be an artist in Boston no more. That particular topic.
Definitely. Shout out to Boston music and all the up and coming artists and stuff. I might have to drop my EP. You know what I'm saying? I might have to get back
Hey,
get back on
man,
the wave real quick.
send me a
You know what I'm
record, man.
saying?
I got
See
a
what I can do.
16 for you. Send me a record.
Okay.
Facts.
Hey, you
Send
heard
it.
it here.
All you gotta
Don't
do
do
is
me like
press
that.
send. All you gotta do
All
is
right,
press
bet.
send, Trav. I got you. That's it. Facts.
Okay. Okay. Say no more. Say no more. Shout out to Joe Politics too. The funny part
Joe
is I
Politics.
went to school with I went to school with Joe's little brother, Stafford.
Who? Staff? Dope. 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 Staff's
Yeah.
doing his thing right now.
So that's how.
I'm calling
Yeah.
Staff Chef
Definitely.
Ramsay.
Definitely. So
That's what
shout
I'm calling Staff right now. Staff is Chef Ramsay.
Chef Ramsay.
Staff's doing his thing.
Hey man,
Word.
he got his hands in everything right now. So I ain't
Yeah,
mad at him.
man. Man, Joey's my big brother / manager.
Yep.
Like, I learned like he was a positive role model in my life growing up. You know what I'm saying? Because he's been there for a while, and
Yeah.
I learned a lot of things from him. To become the man that I am. So like
Yeah.
and that's his brother. They got that family bond, and it's dope. It's dope for me to see that. You know what I'm saying? And be close to it
Yeah.
just by having a relationship with Joe. You know what I'm saying? So it's a beautiful thing, man.
Definitely.
Word.
I definitely respect that. Shout out to Joe. Shout out to Joey. Yes, sir. What was I gonna say? Yeah. So, what would you say has been your biggest accomplishment in your career so far? What is that one moment that stands out to you that you're like, this is it?
Woo, man. I can't pinpoint one track. It's a few
It could
things,
be
man. I
multiple too.
opened up. Yeah,
It could be
I
multiple. Go
opened up.
ahead. This your time.
I opened up for Jay-Z on the Black Album tour in front of like 10,000 people, man. Like I was one of the opening acts, and it was only like 2 acts prior to Jay-Z. My record's been in movie scores. I opened up for 50 Cent and G Unit, and nationwide. You know what I'm saying? It's multiple things
Yeah.
there, man. And like those all those things stand out, and all those things are huge accomplishments for me.
Definitely. You got your stats. Your stats are up there.
Yeah, I got
You
a
got
nice stat
stats.
sheet.
You got a nice stat sheet right there. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
You
Facts.
definitely do, man. That's why I said, man, the city needed something like this, because at the end of the day, like, there's so much going on right now, but just to
Right.
be able to see 2 young brothers from Boston out here getting it, you know
Right.
what I'm saying? Obviously, I'm in OKC right now, but I
Right.
still put on for the city no matter what, and I'm trying to get a key to the city. That's my goal.
Right. Home
I
is where
want a
the
key
heart
to
is.
the
You
city.
see that hat that you wearing, Trav? Come on, man. That ain't never going
Yeah,
nowhere.
you know what's up.
You know what I'm
what's
saying?
up. I'm still holding it down.
that
I'm
ain't
still
going
holding it down.
nowhere,
I ain't
man.
leave.
That ain't going nowhere, man. For
I ain't
real. You
leave.
might have relocated, but you ain't leave, bro. That's a fact. You know
Look,
what I mean?
I left the nest for a little bit. I'm gonna come back. You know what I'm
Facts.
saying?
Facts.
My goal is to be back 2025. That's the goal.
Dope.
That's the goal. My goal is to make enough money and be able to come back and then take care of the community at full throttle. You know what I'm saying? And be able to take care of mom and Everly full throttle. So that's the plan. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes you gotta leave. Sometimes you gotta leave the nest just to be able to get your name in that buzz, and then bring it all back to where it starts. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. Bring back to
So
the community.
that's
Invest
just
in the
what it is.
community.
Yeah, definitely. That was the goal for me, because when I was in Boston reporting for the Celtics, I felt like I was just the average reporter. You know what I'm saying? When I came to Oklahoma City, when I came out to Oklahoma City, it was like, okay, that's Travis, that's sneaker reporter right there, or whatever like that. So I started building that brand and that buzz. So now I feel like if I keep building it, by the time I bring it back to Boston, now it's an established brand to the point that, you know what I'm saying, it's all love at that point.
Right. And that'll open different doors for you that it wouldn't have when you were here initially. Stepped outside, build your brand, come back, and these doors will definitely be open, bro. You'll open some different doors with that. Facts.
Definitely. I wanna be able to give some jobs back to the community and the inner city kids, and let them know that, there's positive people and positive role models around. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
that's the
And
goal.
they have
That's
something
the
to look
ultimate
forward
goal.
to. And they have something to look forward to. Facts.
Exactly. how would you say the difference? What's the difference between being on a record label and being independent? Like, which lane do you prefer? And at the same time, what would you do in your shoes? Like, if you was a new artist coming in, what's your idea?
I put it like this, Trav. You got to break it down. Like, a record label is like, signing to a record label is like basically taking out a loan, and you have high interest rate.
Okay.
Being independent, you're spending your own money. The more money you spend, the bigger your return is, the more money you make when it's time for you to make money. You know what I'm saying? So ideally, you want to be independent because you're invested in yourself and you reap more of the benefit. I don't want a loan with high interest rate. I did that. I didn't finance the car. And when the car was paid off, Trav, and it got smacked, what I paid for the car throughout the whole duration of the car note, I don't even think I got back a third of that, bro. You see what I'm saying? So you gotta kind of like just look at it like that. It's cool to have the machine and all that. You're gonna get the huge publicity.
Yeah.
Or for your do that, you're not gonna make as much as you would make being independent, man. Like, independent is the way to go. Invest in yourself. The more you invest, the more you get from it. Period.
Definitely. Who are some of the artists that you bump to, you know, besides yourself right now?
Right now, I listen to a lot of reggae.
Right now,
outside of hip hop music, I listen to a lot of reggae. Like,
who you listening to?
The Six is real. Vibes Cartel, World Boss, Free World Boss. You hear me? Like, and you got
Free World, yes.
Free World Boss, Vibes Cartel. But other than that, like, I'm listening to, like, right now I'm listening to Meek Mill. Like Fab, when he dropped that last project, I couldn't stop listening to that. Like, I'm listening to Drake. Like, I'm an R&B fan. I'm listening to her. Like, I'm listening to like there's different things that when I'm on a mellow zone, like I'll put on hers on my playlist. I'll play that whole joint. She's super talented. You know what I'm saying? I'll listen to some Billie Eilish. You know what I'm saying? That it's a wide range. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. I listen to a lot of different things, and that helps you out creatively too. Yeah.
Nah, definitely.
Free World Boss.
Yeah.
That's a fact.
For real. We definitely in here. But yeah, if my thing is like this, if you listen to those other music artists are gonna inspire you to be like, you know what, I can try to get in this lane too. And that's how I kind of feel that you would feel, you know, when it comes to creativity. Because that's how Drake gets his sound. Drake goes to Jamaica and he's like, oh man, I'm gonna be on this wave now. Or you know what I'm saying? So like that's how artists do it. You feel me?
Right. Drake got a lot of reggae influence in his music. I will say that, and even in his lingo, Trav, you hear it.
Yeah.
But Trav, you used to hear that every day.
Every day
from you. My mom used to come outside cussing me.
It was all out of love. It's all out of love.
It was all out of love. All out of love. But like I don't know. For me, like that's my core. Like reggae music is the core, and everything kind of stems from. But that's kind of like what I grew up in my household. I used to hear it all the time, and it just does something to me. You know what I'm saying? It does something to me when I hear it. You know what I'm saying? Culture reggae, dancehall reggae, like all different types of reggae. It is what it is. But hip hop is like, this is what I do, and this is like my gift and my skill to write. So I'm listening to a lot of different things. I'm listening to the Lil Baby is crazy. Future's crazy. Like, I'm listening to those projects. Like these dudes are tough. Very extremely talented.
Definitely. What's that goal for Dre Rob? What's keeping you going as well? Like, where's the inspiration coming from, and also what's the ending goal for you? Where you want to be at?
The inspiration is kind of like unfinished business with me with this music. You know, like that's the inspiration behind it. the goal is to just make good music that the people will appreciate, because like I'm not doing it because like, oh, I'm making music because I gotta make money, I gotta do this, I gotta feed my family or for music.
Yeah.
That's not the reason why I'm doing it. I'm doing it because I genuinely love it, and my goal is to just make music that people can appreciate and love. And at the end of the day, it can be monetized. We monetize it and we make money off of it. That's fine.
Yeah.
But we're pretty good. Like my team, we're pretty good with where we're at in life right now. We'll always strive. I'm not content, or you know, I'm comfortable, but I'm not content. There's always more to be had, you know, and we do things outside of music to live good and have the good things, and you know, be in your house and just appreciate all the things you have, your family, and you know, don't dwell on what you don't have. But the goal is to put out good music so people can appreciate it, man, and we end up monetizing it and getting a check from it. Put that in the bank, put it right along with all the other things we got going on. Facts.
Definitely. What does somebody have to do to get a feature from Dre Rob? What's the process?
They can either reach out to me on my social if they know me personally, or they got to reach out to Joe Politics, Greg Ball, Brandon Matthews. This is the team that I work with, and that's kind of the process. And it's like, I'm not gonna jump on everybody's joint. You know what I'm saying? Because
of course not.
I'm not going to do that. You know, I'm not going to jump on everybody's record, but you know, we'll listen to what they're talking about, and we'll go through it collectively as a unit and see if it's a right move to make, or nah, we're cool, we're okay with that feature. Pretty much.
I got you. Definitely. That makes a lot of sense.
Mm-hmm.
Last but not least, where can people find your music? And also, I have one more question. How do you think the industry is going with the streaming? Is the streaming good? Is the streaming good for the industry right now?
Yeah, I mean,
is it working?
It's people are making a lot of money off of streams, Trav. There's a lot of money off of streaming. Is everybody dudes is sit in a house and not do a show, Trav, and stream 1 billion times and get hefty checks. Streaming is the way. It's the way.
That's crazy to me, man.
Yeah, like
That's
dudes don't even go outside, and they created this cult following, and everybody's streaming, and here you go. YouTube, SoundCloud, iTunes, Spotify.
Is it like one of those where it's like 5 cents a stream, or like I don't even know how that works.
What I do know is 1 million streams is 10 bands. You get $10,000 check when you get a million streams. That's all you need to know. So somebody else that knows their math well, you break that down, and then you can let us know how much that is per stream. So that's just what it is. Facts.
Okay. Now that's definitely, I always wanted to know that, and I figured you would be the right person to ask.
Yes.
Yeah.
Joey said it's less than that. Yeah, you see what I'm saying?
So I always wanted to know. I figured you'd be the right person to ask. Right. But
I'm at a couple 100,000 streams right now. So you know,
we gotta get them up. We gotta get them up.
We gotta get these streams up, man. Get these streams up, man. Let's go. Let's get it.
I got you. I'm gonna do my part. You know, I'm always do my part.
I already know, Trav. Appreciate you, bro.
Yes, sir. Where can everybody listen to the tracks? Listen to the albums, the mixtapes. Give everybody every platform you're on. Like, this is your moment to be able to just go ahead and promote everything you got, bro.
Everybody can tap into my IG at Dre the God. And you can go. I have links. The link in my bio. You can go there. It'll take you to like all the places that you need to go to like listen to the new tracks. If you want older stuff like my mixtape and stuff like that, you could go to datpiff.com and do the mixtape search, Dre Robinson, and a bunch of stuff is gonna pop up on there. But mainly just go to IG, go to my page, click the link in my bio, and we'll basically navigate you to where you need to go to find all the stuff you need to find.
Definitely. Big bro, I appreciate you, man. Big up. Big up, man.
Big up. Big things are going on.
Big things
you
are
already
going
know.
on. I
appreciate
appreciate
you
you.
for having me, man. Like
Hey, man.
it was a great look, man. Great look. And how do you save this, Trav? How do you save the live? Because I'm
So
not
what I'm
really.
gonna do is I'm gonna save this after it finishes,
Hmm.
and then if you have a Dropbox or something like that, I'll definitely send it to you. I'll send it to you as well. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Because I feel like like I said, I felt like the city needed this. You know what I'm saying? So
Facts. Now it definitely did, Trav. We're both from here, both doing our thing. You out there doing your thing. I'm here still doing my thing, man. It was a great look for the city, man. And I wanna save it because next week I'm gonna post it because I'm gonna be doing a freestyle next week, and I'm gonna kind of package it together, let
let's
it
do
go,
it.
run the interview, boom, and push this interview back
Okay,
out with it, man.
let's do it.
You know
Let's
what I
do it.
mean?
I'm all
That's a
with it. I
fact.
got you. I got you.
I
I
appreciate you,
definitely
bro.
got you.
Thanks for having me again, man,
Hey
Trav.
man, it was an honor. It was a privilege. It was all the above, bro. Cause like I said, man, you mean a lot to me. Your family does, and it's definitely just good seeing you do good, bro. Like for real. Like I'm glad
Thank you,
everybody's
man.
healthy. I'm glad everything's good on your end, man. And like I said, man, you're a big part of my life because that whole chunk of my beginning in Dorchester, that's all you. That's all everybody on
Facts.
Jacob, Woodrow. You know what I'm
Facts.
saying? All
Facts.
over there. You know
Facts,
what I'm
Trav.
saying? So I appreciate everything, from the bottom of my heart, bro. And I just wanted to let you know, continue to do what you're doing.
Man, the feeling is mutual, Trav. You know you're my brother, bro. This is what
Yes,
it is,
sir.
man.
You already
All
know what
right?
it is.
Love you, bro.
All right, bro. And Mom said follow
I am. I am right now.
it.
All right. All right,
I got
Trav.
you, bro.
Peace.
Yes, sir.